Do you ever feel like you're waiting for a breakthrough or feeling like you're waiting for your manifestation to show up? Have you ever sat around and felt, I don't know, doubtful or afraid that that manifestation is never going to come? What if you're making an ass out of yourself? What if I told you that your desires are promised? What if I told you that the power to manifest anything you desire, on top of that, the ability to test the God within you? What if I told you all of that was backed by Scripture? Today we're going to talk about how the Scripture, Malachi 3:10, reveals how to unlock the divine, unlock the treasures, and that manifestation is absolutely backed by Scripture, as well as your desires being a promise. We're going to reveal how to open up the gifts out of the infinite, out of heaven, and get you to finally experience the life you've always dreamed of. Hello, my fellow flawless, limitless, sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs. How are you on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? How are you all? I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're all choosing to be the versions of yourself that have exactly what you want. I hope that's what you're doing. It better be. If you're new here, how you doing? I'm Kimberly, and I am absolutely obsessed with all things manifestation and getting what I want, and getting it in a timely fashion. And if that interests you and you can handle this sass, well, I would love for you to subscribe, and please come back and see me and let me know in the comments below that you've subscribed, because YouTube doesn't always tell me, and I want to know who my new friends are. And again, if you're new, you're probably wondering who the hell the HBICs are. Well, they're the head bitches, boys, badasses, bosses of their reality. We're the head bitch in charge, friend. So if you subscribe, guess what? That automatically makes you an HBIC. Thank you very much. Yeah, today we're going to talk about Malachi 3:10. And I must say thank you to the HBIC who shared this particular piece of Scripture with me in the comments of a video I posted the other day about one of my other sexy, sassy, saucy HBICs who successfully manifested the love of her life. Oh yeah, she did it. Like many others have, may I just say. God, I love my community. I love the HBICs. Oh, you all make me so happy, and I'm so proud. Oh, so proud and excited for you, because this stuff works. This stuff works. But I get it. Maybe you're new to my channel, so let me just say, yeah, she got her man. She got her man. She manifested her man using the technique we're going to talk about in this video today. And that video has been posted recently. It's titled something like Challenging the I Am, or Challenging the God Within. And she used this new technique, and technique created by her, or at least it was the first time I ever heard of it, so I'm not taking credit for it. But we're going to talk about it a little bit more. But why I'm bringing up that particular video is because in the comment sections, holy moly, so many of you have been successful and have, looked at this and tried things similar and have had success. Not to mention, you're getting downloads of information. I'm just so excited. And again, this particular scripture was shared with me. So thank you to the HBICs. Thank you for the comments. Listen, I might not respond to every single one, but I do read them all. So your time is not wasted. That's all I'm going to say. So if you would like to work with me in any way, shape, or form, and let me just say, this success story that is in that other video was talked about in one of my channel memberships. So let me just tell you, they are all a zhuzh. That's also in that comment section. We had somebody else talking about how the memberships are fun. They're a zhuzh, right? We keep each other motivated. We keep each other in the versions of self that have exactly what they want? Yes, they are. All 3 of my channel memberships are off the chain. I'm just going to say they're always good energy and fun. And we do have a specific group that's called the Exclusive Lives that all that does is talk about success stories and tips and tricks. However, I'm going to move you to the VIP, the Advanced Manifestors group. That's a group where we deep dive manifestation, but it gives you the access to all the other channel memberships, and that's in the drop box below. So let's get busy with Malachi 3:10. Can we? The glass has got to come back on, guys. Got to come back on. So, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Listen, that's just not some piece of scripture. That's not some unimportant words in the Bible. That's telling you the secret to manifestation. It's telling you how to experience the riches of heaven. Now, if you're new to manifestation as a whole, I know it can probably feel a little wild to hear that manifestation's been talked about in the Bible. Well, what if I told you that the whole Bible really is all about the conscious mind, consciousness, and that who you really are is consciousness, pure, unadulterated consciousness, aka God, aka the universe, aka the I am. And you will hear me refer to the I am within quite a lot, and we're going to talk about that today. You see, this Hbic that I talked about in the previous video, well, she successfully manifested her person because she took the time, and bear in mind, it came from frustration. It came from doubt. Like so many of us experience on the manifestation journey, which in my opinion is completely normal and not something to be afraid of. However, it happens. And when you have and experience the knowing feeling, it is a feeling of confirmation within that you know that manifestation is yours and you know it's done. And Neville Goddard referred to it is done, the knowing feeling, in his own terminology, but he's talked about it relentlessly, feeling within the wish fulfilled. Well, this beautiful Hbic, as I said in the video before this, that she experienced that. She experienced the knowing feeling and then would be confused as to why there was no movement in her 3D, which it would frustrate anyone, okay? I just want to say, but which, in my opinion, that's normal too. You're still having a human experience, and we can sometimes forget that on this journey. I know I did. But she came up with the idea of, you know what? If I'm God, if I am the I am, then I challenge myself. I challenge God. I challenge the I am. Show me that I am the God of my reality. Show me that this manifestation is promised to me. Now, again, these are not direct quotes from her. I don't want to put words in her mouth. She shared the success story in our Exclusive Lives channel membership, so I'm kind of rephrasing and summarizing. And again, all credit goes to her. Just saying. So, I'm sure you've all experienced being frustrated when what you're manifesting, what you're desiring, hasn't shown up. You've watched all the content you can. You started applying everything you can. And you too have probably experienced that knowing feeling, like you just know it's yours. And then experience nothing. Can't tell you how many times I've heard, Kim, I've been in the state. I've been in the state. If you're new, state just means version of self. I've been in the state and nothing's happening. So I invite you to challenge God. Test God. Manifestation is all about getting your heart and mind to agree. Getting your thoughts focused on being a version of yourself. On putting the focus on allowing yourself to be in the wish fulfilled. In this verse, this piece of scripture, Malachi 3:10, is telling you step by step what to do to experience your desire. The scripture talks about giving generously. Now, for our logical folks or any of us who have been brought up with a lot of strong religiously like things in your life, I know your mind probably went to the same bloody place mine went. Oh, what, now I got to spend money? Now we got to go tithe all my money? Got to tithe my time? In my opinion, it's tithing thoughts. Tithing your conscious decision, meaning you are giving yourself your desire because you are the I am. Now, granted, you might have a completely different perspective on what that means, and that's okay. That doesn't make you wrong, and it doesn't make me wrong. This is what it means to me. Tithe your thought time. Tithe what you are choosing to be focused with. And again, I don't mean that you have to be focused on what you're manifesting or being that version of yourself 24/7. I mean choosing or being willing, being open to no longer marinate in the story that you don't have what you're manifesting, or that, for example, if you're manifesting money, continuing to tell the story that money's hard to come by, money doesn't grow on trees, to drop that mindset and start stepping into an abundance mindset, stepping into the idea that you can be the self you want to be right now and allow reality to reflect. Tithe your conscious awareness. Give yourself the focus, the awareness on what you want. I think that sounds pretty simple. Our mind does run all over the place, and I won't be surprised if somebody says, "Oh, Kim, it's not that easy. Not that easy. But negative thoughts come in all the time." We don't want to go to battle with our thoughts, and that's not what I'm inviting you to do. I'm saying be willing and open. Be determined that you're going to have what you want. And you're willing to do your best, not from a place of perfection, do your best to move your awareness back to the things you desire, or the version of yourself that you want to be. Be willing. Next, we hear, prove me now herewith. What does that mean? Well, to me, prove me sounds like test me, bitch. Test me. Let me prove it to you. Prove it, right? So have the faith, have the belief, test and challenge the I am, because that's who you really are. Test it, challenge it, affirm that to yourself. I want to see that I'm creating my reality. I want to see evidence. I want to experience evidence that I am the I am, that I am God. If you had any type of religious upbringing, that might sound so blasphemous to you. Or if you're new to manifestation, that might sound blasphemous. But we are not doing it from a place of superiority or anything negative. It's realizing that who you are is the I am. You are God. God experiencing physical reality through you, through me, through everyone else. So this isn't from that very logical, literal place of thinking that you are above or more than God or the universe, higher power, source energy, moonbeams. If that's where your mind goes, that's not the message at all. And I invite you to do a little more work on self, do a little more reading, and, really watch the content to understand the nature of who you really are. I invite you to do that. And Lord knows I've got almost 1,300 videos, so there's plenty of content for you to watch. I also believe that prove me now herewith is also, in a sense, saying trust the process. And by process, I mean allow. Allow the 3D to unfold. Allow the I am to prove to you, to bring the evidence to you that you are God. Now, in the prior video where we're talking about her success story, that's what she did. She challenged the I am. She asked the I am to prove it to her that she is God. And within 24 hours, she had the evidence she wanted, and she had the good, sexy, sassy, saucy evidence of the specific person she was manifesting totally reaching out to her out of a string of linear time months of no contact whatsoever. So she got her evidence, and as much as I think she's a lovely, lovely person, she's no different than any one of us. So if it can work for her, it can without question work for you. And again, prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. That kind of sounds like to me, like, test me, bitch. Test me, bitch, because I will not fail you. I will not bring less than exactly what you want and more. Test me. Not granted. I'm not saying that the I am talks like that, but we are all the I am, and I'm saying it. Test me, bitch. Let me prove it to you. Allow. Let me prove it. Expect the riches, the blessings of heaven. It's within you. You can look at it as the universe. Will be open to you. You'll be overflowed with abundance. You're going to have what you want. It's a promise. But be open to it. And that really ties in with what I was saying about allow it. That means, or at least how this is going to be defined by me, by allowing, by expecting to receive. It means we don't go searching for it. We don't challenge the I am and then immediately look out into reality and say, nothing's here, didn't work. That's definitely not what we will be doing. You've been warned. Allow. The evidence, the manifestation will chase you down. You won't be able to miss it. You won't make a mistake. It will be shown to you. I am telling you. And listen, even if this feels like too much of a stretch for you, then I invite you to then ask the I am to show you anything to prove to you that you are the God of your reality. And again, someone else left a comment on that other video completely saying that that's what he or she did and received some pretty unarguable evidence, real proof. And if I am remembering correctly, she received 2 or 3 pieces of evidence. Okay? You really should go check out that other video. I will link that video down below so you can go check that out first and come back and watch this one or whatever. I guess the order doesn't matter, but look in the comment section. Look at the response to that video. I don't think they're all fooling you. I think that they're really having experiences. Listen, again, you are not challenging God from this ugly, demonic, negative self. You're challenging God to show you who you really are. Unmistakable evidence of who you are. And that's exactly what the video was about, her, what she experienced. And as I was saying, if this feels too resistive, too far off, you don't think that just challenging God, one time is going to bring your manifestation. Okay, that's fine. Ask for an answer. Ask a question. Ask a question. I can tell you countless times, I have videos on it where I suggest ask. If you are unsure on what to do next, manifestation-wise, if you're unsure of what to think about anything, ask your higher self. Ask your I amness. And an answer will come to you. That has never failed me. And I didn't have to wait a long time. Any of the times I have ever asked for help, it always came in. always came in a pretty remarkable amount of time. I don't think I've ever had to wait more than 24 hours for an answer. Usually it's pretty darn close to instant, just saying. So open yourself up to that at minimum. Just ask. You are not just this physical being. For lack of a better way of describing it, you are a spiritual, multidimensional being who is also inhabiting a physical body that you manifest every single day. For my logical peeps, I know that sounds crazy, but you are. You manifest what you consciously or who you consciously believe you are. That is what you're experiencing. Because of the who you are outside of your physical body. You have access to the infinite every given second. A few weeks back, we even did a challenge on being God, where we reminded ourselves throughout our day that we are source or we are the I am. Your choice of wording, you don't have to use my exact words. What do you think that was doing? It was opening that person up to proof, up to evidence that they are source. Please don't limit yourself by trying to restrict how it is shown to you. For example, the beautiful Hbic that I made the original video about, she was open for any answer. You know, it's not like I challenge you, God, and I expect the answer to be a text message from SP. She was open, she detached, in other words. So my suggestions to you are affirm it to yourself. Affirm it. I challenge you to show me that I am the I am, or that I am manifesting my reality. I challenge you to show me that I am God and that this manifestation is mine. It is promised to me. Affirm that. Again, you could change the wording up. It's not about saying word for word what I say. Listen, I just want to say, remember, manifestation isn't just positive thinking. It isn't pretending to be happy when you're not happy. Manifestation is sincerely choosing to be a version of yourself, or another way of looking at it as embodying of a state of consciousness. It's choosing to move your thoughts, move your awareness to be in line with your desires. And we have so many different techniques out there on what to do. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. All the techniques are doing are getting you to focus on having your desire, on being the version of yourself that has what you want. So you can affirm, you can script, you can visualize. You can visualize what you think your life would look like if you had what you wanted in front of you right here, right now. You can visualize a scene that means to you, I have everything I've ever wanted. I have my dream life. I know that manifestation can come off sounding a little like too good to be true, like wishing on a star. It's not. You've been manifesting your whole life and not allowing yourself to even just take that little footstep in this direction. You are keeping your dream life away from you, and you don't have to. You were meant for it. It's your birthright. Like that verse from Malachi. Like the verse, Malachi 3:10. If you, as Scripture says, align who you are with what you want, the blessings of heaven will appear. Manifestation is about being willing, being determined to change your damn life, and to have the discipline to move your thoughts to being a version of yourself. Not from a place of perfection, not from a place of pressure, not from the place of 24/7 affirming to yourself. No, I'm saying that you are willing and open to step into the knowing of who you really are and start experiencing your desires, your dreams. You're meant for them. I don't know how many times I have to say it throughout this video. You are meant to have whatever it is that's on your heart. You're meant for it, or it wouldn't be there. You wouldn't even be thinking about it if it wasn't already yours. Now, normally in my videos, we talk a lot about the infinite. We talk a lot about the I am. We talk about being versions of ourselves. But today, this is just about challenging the God within you, the I am, so that you, A, can experience your desires and get to know your true self. It's going to change your life. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It's changed hers. It's changed mine. My life is an absolute, what's that phrase, 180? Is a complete 180 from where it was when I started this journey. And I don't regret anything on this journey. I share all aspects of it because I know we're human. And it feels good when you can relate to someone, because we don't feel great all the time. We're not perfect. I can wake up in a bitchy mood sometime, but that doesn't mean my life has to suck. That doesn't mean I have to keep focusing on the things I don't want. No, if you're willing to give this a chance, to being open to the idea of the possibility that you can change your life, I challenge you to challenge the I am. Challenge. Dare. Again, we're not being little demons over here. This is you stepping into who you really are. I challenge the I am. I challenge God. If I really am the God of my reality, show me. Show me. I'm open to the answers. I'm open to receiving the blessings. I'm open to receiving my desires. And I just want to leave you with one more thing. We hear inspired action a lot in this community. Don't stress yourself out figuring out if there's any extra actions you need to take in your reality to be successful at this. No, inspired action is something that you will just do. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. Put the focus on who you're choosing to be, and all of the other things will unfold on their own. I meant what I said earlier. The more detached you are from how reality unfolds, the more willing you are to not shut everything down as just a coincidence. And when things look opposite, when unfavorable moments happen, don't shut off manifestation because of it. You just might not understand why that thing is happening in the moment. But if you've been focused on being a version of yourself, and it's been the version of yourself that has whatever it is you're manifesting, you can be rest assured that everything you're experiencing, good or bad, favorable or unfavorable, is absolutely a part of you getting what you want. Don't try to make sense of it. Just open up yourself to allowing and receiving the blessings that have always been your birthright. If you got anything out of this video, I would really appreciate you subscribing, giving the video a like. Feel free to share so we can help anybody else out there who might just need this info. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow.